My name is JB. Hello. Uh, One time, me and my wife went down into what's called Citico Creek in Monroe County, and we'd read in a book, Field and Stream magazine, where there was a place back in there called Slick Rock Creek. It had all kind of trout in there, and we liked the trout fish. Still does. I ain't able to get up and down the banks no more to do it, but anyhow, I still like to do it. But so we went down there, and we had an old 46 model Army Jeep, and we got out, parked up there at what they call Far Gap, and we started walking. We had us a candy bar or two and a bottle of water, and so we started back in that trail, and it'd been a little snow on the ground the day or two before, and it's still on there. And we got back in there, I don't know, 4 or 5 miles or give or take, and we seen bear tracks in the ground. So we eat all of our candy bars. We was thirsty for water. We'd used all of our water up and everything, and it began to get about almost dark. And so we got us some creek water and drunk that creek water back in there. Tasted like leaves, but it was better than going thirsty. So we decided we had never found that place called Slick Rock Creek. So we decided we better be getting out of there before it got dark. We couldn't see where we was going, so we started back out of there, and it's a whole lot harder to get out of there than it was to get back in there. And so we got up there and finally got back to the old Jeep there. And about the time we got there, it was almost just barely like just a little bit being dark. So we headed off of that mountain, going back down into what they call Citico. There was an old grocery store down there called Citico Grocery. And it wasn't nothing but just a kind of a old country store. Had coon dogs laying around all around an old pot-bellied stove sitting there, and we got us, I don't know, 2 or 3 hot dogs, and that something to drink, some dopes to drink, and so we that was the best hot dogs out of a nasty place that I believe I ever eat in my life. We was starved to death, so the thing of it is, the moral of that story is, you don't go back in a place walking if you don't know where you're going. When it's getting dark, time to get dark, you need to have a full day to go and actually know where you're going before you start. You might get lost and you might not find your way back out. You might be bear meat. That'd be good eating for bears.